And they get you started because they need to balance, so the adult will stand next to you and then run with you, and then you're too fast for them, and they just shout, keep going. Don't stop pedaling. And it's a lot of joy there. But the key is not to stop. Don't stop. I remember the first date I had with my wife. And actually the first time I really kind of met her and thought she was kind of cute, she was wearing a long blue formal dress. And she wore it to work. And I was like, man, it's pretty nice for going to work. I remember it's kind of azure blue. And the first couple dates we had, a lot of anticipation, a lot of, oh no, after you, no, please, let me get the door for you, no, and you order, no, I'll order for you, and all the things you do at the beginning, very kind of antsy, anticipation, romance, first date, first couple dates, new relationship. Remember the beginning of things? Things are different at the beginning. I heard an interview by a quarterback, a famous quarterback. He plays for the New Orleans Saints. He just played yesterday. His name is Drew Brees. They said when he first came into the football league, he was not highly drafted. Nobody wanted Drew Brees. Believe me, they want him now. He may be the very best quarterback in the whole football league, maybe. And he came in with such a chip on his shoulder because nobody had thought he was any good, which made him even better. Because at the beginning, he wanted to show everyone, oh, I can throw this ball. I can throw this. And so about 2 years ago, he won a Super Bowl. And people wondered, would he lose his edge because he was successful? And so the commentator was asking him, the interviewer was asking him recently, says, how is it that you keep your edge? I mean, you're very successful. He says he plays every game as if it was like his first. And he remembers what it was like at the beginning when he had to prove himself that he was worthy of NFL quarterback. So I think he must go under the center every play, or comes back with every pass saying, I'm going to eat you up. So I offer you these illustrations and these examples at the beginning because things are very different at the beginning. And I wonder if one of the secrets of life, maybe one of the secrets of discipleship and spiritual life, is to try to stay a beginner. To try and make every day a new beginning, as if it was brand new and you haven't done it before. So you and I would hold on to the excitement and the fire and the anticipation and the urgency that comes with things at the very beginning. In a few minutes, we're going to say together the baptismal covenant. We say it on today because it is the baptism of Jesus. It was the beginning of Jesus' ministry. And he bursts on the scene with great energy and great power. And I wonder if you remember the first time maybe you said your baptismal covenant, maybe as an adult. It could have come a confirmation, or maybe it came at your first baptism. But there was a time when Christianity was new to you, when following the faith was a new thing. I remember when I was confirmed, actually. I got this wooden cross, probably cost $3, and it was held on a brown string, a brown cross and a brown string. And I was in the 6th grade, and I wanted everybody to know that I was a Christian. And I wore my little cross to school, and I was so proud of myself, and egotistical and self-righteous, and a lot of not very good things. But nevertheless, I remember what it was like to be brand new, at least new to me. Do you remember when things were new for you? Well, I wonder, when you say together the baptismal covenant today, you will have said it 1,000,000 times. You have said it every year and every time there's a baptism, and you've heard it so many times. I wonder if maybe this time today, you could try and say it as if it was the first time. As if there was energy and passion, and this was a brand new thing. As if there was a chip on your spiritual shoulder. As if this was the first time you were riding the bike. As if this was your first date with God. You say, you know what? This is going to be great. Because things are very different at the beginning. Some folks will say that the way to stay fresh and to stay alive is to try to make it new every time. See, people will say that, you know, if you're not growing, if you're not moving forward, you're actually dying. It's hard to stay just neutral. It's hard to stay in just the same place. It's hard to stay status quo. Maybe impossible. Some will say if you're not growing, you're probably dying. If you're not moving forward, you're probably slipping backwards. So I ask you today to reinvigorate your faith by making it a new thing. Remember what it was like at the beginning. When it was fresh and new, when there was urgency and energy, when it was a brand new thing, like the energy of a first date, like the energy that comes for your first job or your new job, and how you wanted to do it just right, and you want to put your whole heart into it, and you want to put your whole life into it. Today is the beginning of Jesus' ministry. It's also the renewal of our own baptismal vows. Let us bring into these baptismal vows the life and the energy that we had when God was our newest and first love. Let us go back to the beginning. Let us begin.